Hello, everybody. Welcome. How's it going? That classic comes to you on behalf of a Zandai. And yeah, that song is dope. The theme to Saved by the Bell bangs, actually. Uh, is there a longer version of that theme song? Yes, there is a longer version of that theme song. What I was trying to find, actually, but I only had 3 minutes in which to do it. I tried to find a 10-hour loop of the Saved by the Bell theme song, but I was unsuccessful. Anyhow, Maple is having a nap. On 2 separate occasions, I have tried to take Maple for a walk today, and I have had to abort the walk on both occasions because Maple wouldn't walk. All she would do was jump and body slam me. She walked super nice for Meg, though, so that's great. Princess Intel asks, why did I look for a song? And the answer is because on the Discord, which you should join if you're not a member of the Discord, join the Discord, was a discussion of 90s media, and it came to light that not only is Zandai not know, I mean, Zandai mentioned that he knew that it existed, but had never seen nor heard nor knew anything about Saved by the Bell. And so, anyhow, there were lots of other things. There was, Zandai has never seen Air Force One, which means that tomorrow Zandai gets to be one of tomorrow's lucky 10,000 when Zandai watches Air Force One, because that's what Zandai is going to do tomorrow. Or maybe right after the stream. Or maybe take a break from the stream and go watch Air Force One instead. But that was the most important fact that we learned. But Saved by the Bell was pretty good. Anyhow, it is a catchy theme song, so I decided, oh no, Princess Intel, why would you do this? So anyhow, yeah, the conversation was about how the 1990s was the death of culture. It was a cultural blind spot. Or a cultural black hole. No new culture was generated in the 1990s. And that, as I think Sam Walk put it, everything that we think of as being the 90s either started in the 80s and petered out by 1993, or started in the late 90s and actually got good in like 2003. So there's that. But Princess Intel, Air Force One is a movie from, I want to say, 1997. I think I'm right. 1997, that's right. Air Force One is a movie from 1997 where Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, plays the President of the United States, and terrorists led by Gary Oldman hijack the presidential plane and hold it hostage, and President Harrison Ford, as a former Air Force pilot, proceeds to fight all of the terrorists on his plane off, basically on his own. And it's great. It's a super good movie. It's loads of fun. It's legitimately great. Or at least legitimately good. So you should watch it. That's the important part of this. Somehow it's good, even though every description of it is going to make it sound very dumb. Like, it is legitimately good. Like Plane. That's true. The movie Plane is also somehow legitimately good. When was the last time I watched Air Force One? This is something I can find the answer to Snakes on a Plane is not widely regarded as good, is and I. I think it's good. I liked it, but Snakes on a Plane was widely reviled at the time of its release. It's very campy, but it did not actually come to be regarded as very good. Most people thought it was quite disappointing relative to the idea in the trailer, actually. All right, let's find out when was the last time I watched Air Force One. It wasn't that long ago. Sort by. Can I sort by name? Oh. Air Force One. When did I last log it? Edit my review. 18th of June, 2021. To answer your question, the last time I watched Air Force One was June 18th, 2021. So I have watched it less than 2 years ago. See, Brownie Points, that's where I disagree with you, because I think Speed Racer is legitimately good. Not just bad good, but like good. But yes, everybody was in Air Force One. You are correct. Oh, right. Glenn Close is the president, the sub-president. Glenn Close is the sub-president. Princess Intel, that's just rude. Princess Intel says, I'll watch it when I want to see something truly vintage. You're aware there's like 70 years of cinema predating Air Force One, right? I'll have you know, I have a copy of the Maltese Falcon on pre-order on 4K Blu-ray. At present. It comes out in a month. Vintage Casablanca. Yes, I also have Casablanca on 4K Blu-ray. Oh, yeah. 12 Angry Men comes out on 4K Blu-ray next month as well. The original 12 Angry Men. That movie whips. What was the world's first feature-length talkie? That's a good question. I don't actually know. I'd have to look it up. What was the first feature-length talkie? Let's find out. On July 6th, 1928, the first all-talking feature, Lights of New York, premiered. The film cost Warner Brothers $23,000 to produce, but it grossed $1.25 million, a record rate of return surpassing 5,000%. But that's the answer. Lights of New York was the first all-talking feature. Yes, apparently that one is the first full talkie. The Jazz Singer, released 1927, was the first feature-length movie with synchronized dialogue. What year did Air Force One come out? 1997. How many fictional presidents in the 90s were former pilots? At least 2? Was Independence Day also 1997? Oh, no, Independence Day was 1996. Okay. They were 1 year apart. Independence Day also rules. Izandai, you should just watch both of the movies with fighter pilot presidents as a double feature. Watch Independence Day, then watch Air Force One. The president's speech and Independence Day honks. I couldn't tell you most of it. Let's see if I can find it. Good morning. In less than an hour, aircraft from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest aerial battle in the history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 4th of July and you will once again be fighting for our freedom. Not from tyranny, oppression, or persecution, but from annihilation. We are fighting for our right to live, to exist. And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today we celebrate our Independence Day. That does honk. That is a kind of bad speech. You're right. At least it's short. At least it's not a long speech. I like that the implication of this speech is that we're fighting from our independence from death. Which, sure, independence is maybe not the word I would use. And then Jeff Goldblum gives them a computer virus and they all die. And then they come back in Independence Day 2. Now tell the kids about Executive Decision. Executive Decision also dope. In a kind of bad way. Executive Decision is a movie that seems like it should be a Jack Ryan movie, but isn't. But should be. And I'm kind of not sure how it isn't a Jack Ryan movie. It's like the perfect knockoff Jack Ryan movie. Didn't everybody hate Steven Seagal on the set of Executive Decision? I would not be surprised at all if that's the case. Oh, right. Halle Berry's in Executive Decision. Anyhow, Kurt Russell plays like a nuclear analyst in Executive Decision. Oh, that's right. David Grant is an Army intelligence consultant. This is why it should be a Jack Ryan movie, right? Like, Jack Ryan is an intelligence analyst for the CIA. This is a movie where an analyst gets sent on an F-117 for some reason, along with a crew of Army guys or Navy SEALs or some such thing, to get inserted onto a plane that has been hijacked. And he and only a couple of the insertion team survive the insertion. And he ends up like in the thick of the action, completely beyond his depth, because he's an analyst. He's a desk jockey, not a frontline fighter. Oh, that's right, because he recognizes the terrorist voice. But yeah, no, I know. I'm aware that Executive Decision is not a Jack Ryan movie. This is what I'm saying. It should be, though, because it is the Jack Ryan movie that we have at home. That's what Executive Decision is. Executive Decision movie is the Jack Ryan movie we have at home. Anyhow, speaking of Jack Ryan movies, all of the Jack Ryan movies except Clear and Present Danger are now available on 4K Blu-ray in North America. My copy of Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit arrived yesterday. I don't know why not Clear and Present Danger, because they haven't released it yet, is the only reason that I can think of. But Clear and Present... Jim Cat, it is not the best one. It's not remotely the best one. The best one is The Hunt for Red October. Izanda, you should also watch The Hunt for Red October. Yeah, but Zafty, you don't watch movies. I don't expect you to watch it. You're not part of this bit. Because you've told me outright you don't watch movies on your own. And you don't have anybody to watch movies with, so you just don't watch movies. So I can't make a bit out of it. Because it's just not funny. But I can roast Zandai all I want. Because he's too young to fight back. Now, here's the question. Here is the question. If we did, Zafty, this is a question for you. If we did movie nights, Discord movie nights, would that count as watching movies with others? And consequently, would you participate in watching movies on Discord? Oh, you have proposed this idea as a solution. Okay. Well, maybe we do need to... Oh, I know you suggested this months ago. Anyhow, I'll continue to think about it. Because we could do the Matt Wiggins cinematic canon movie nights. To bring all you uncultured swine up to speed. I'm really selling you on this by calling you uncultured swine, I'm sure. We can just do like all 90s mid-grade action movies. and it'll be the bread and butter for Sam Wonk and I. We'll just do a month of legal drama. That'll be fun. Can do oh geez. We'll have to get like My Cousin Vinny in there, which isn't really drama, it's more comedy. But get the Pelican Brief going, The Firm, The Witness, Primal Fear. Not Cape Fear. That's not a legal drama. I guess Primal Fear isn't really. It's sort of like a procedural. Oh, A Few Good Men. Oh, A Time to Kill. Yes, Rain Coast Bear. Hunt for Red October is Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, and Tim Curry on a submarine. "12 Angry Men," definitely in the legal drama category. Square Dot, I have played many of the Ace Attorney movies, yes. Movies? Many of the Ace Attorney games, yes. Izandai, You Can't Handle the Truth is A Few Good Men. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That's A Few Good Men. Isn't 12 Angry Men just every internet comment page in 2023? I mean, sort of. It's not that far, but it is really good. It's the really good version of that. There are more than one person in 12 Angry Men fills the role of Sea Lion. Oh, is there Maple Belly on screen? Oh, well, there's sort of Maple Belly on screen. You're right. Touch the tum. I can't. It's too far away. I moved the camera angle up, by the way, to try and get it so that the bars of the cage would be less of an obstruction most of the time. I'm not sure how well it works. Anyhow, Maple seems to be having a nice nap. I do need a robotic camera. I need like a NASA cam, one of the remote control NASA cams. Does Dread count as a legal movie? I mean, technically, he is the law. All right. Okay. With that out of the way, let's move on and play our video game. Here, you'll find my phone. Here, you will find my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. Secondly, it is time for a beverage. What is the beverage of the day? Have you got your votes in? If not, you should get your votes in. But Garçon, can I have a drum roll, please? Oh, I like that. So this is the Hoyne Brewing Pub Lunch. That's pretty good. We have here, inspired by the Moorish ales found in pubs and snugs across the UK, this pint pours a deep mahogany under a rich cap of tanned foam. Smooth and restrained bitterness cobbles the way for rich malt flavors reminiscent of toasted nuts, tea biscuits, and toffee. Extra dark Canadian maple syrup transports us back across the pond and layers in a subtle decadence, providing you with the cheekiest of pints, best enjoyed at a pub with your colleagues in the middle of the workday. Mr. Horrible, yes, there is occasionally coffee, but it's very rare. The coffee entry on the poll is a holdover from when I used to stream on Sundays at 3 in the afternoon. What's the schematic? The schematic is a beer machine. It's just like... Okay, I owe jokes, and then we need to play. Pio says, so Matt, if you focus on the MSQ exclusively, which I know is a tall ask, I believe you can probably finish the initial ARR MSQ before you run out of streams, which seems like a good checkpoint if you decide to return later. Okay, but that doesn't turn me into a bard. What is a king's favorite kind of weather? I can actually think of two reasonable answers for this. Shurtel got the first one. First reasonable answer is hail. But rain also works. Why don't cows work in restaurants? Because they keep getting tipped. Wow, chat's really turning on me already. What is a taco's favorite musical genre? Guac and roll. Salsa, also a reasonable answer. You know, the adjective for metal is metallic, but not for iron, which is ironic. Where do tauntauns go when they're ill? The hospital. Oh, 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 oh. All right, let's play a video game. Eventually. Puppy cam. Orlantia, my beer is the Hoyne Pub Lunch. Okay, so I can just do MSQ as Archer and complete both goals. Will I survive? Aren't my MSQ quests, like, way ahead of where I am? Okay, fair. I was massively overleveled for the MSQ, that's true. I mean, yeah, since I'm here, I should do my Archer job quests, at least up to the point that I can first. Hi, Pywo. Just standing there. Oh, dang, I am level 25. Jeez, we got 5 levels away. I can't believe we got that close last night. Crystal. Click the goodness of the crystal. I regret that we didn't have maple when Taste the Biscuit was a, like, big TikTok meme. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. All right. Good evening to you, Zayla. I felt that it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure you have grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Uzela, do you truly understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look, it is to observe with intent. Fail to do this and no amount of talent with a bow will avail you. An archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail lest it prove crucial to the realization of his purpose. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I would have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily with your heavy shot technique. When you have completed the task, return to me and we will continue.
Hop, hop.
Phew. Wait, is there more than one in a given area? One of 6, okay. It does look like there's supposed to be 2 in each area. Archery butt. Whole butts. It's tough to look for sparkles with all these otherwise sparkly... flat. Oh, that's 4. Cool beans. Need 2 more. There's one. Oh, and there's one. Got it. This way. This way. But I can probably run. Is this game on PS3? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. Ah, you have returned. I trust you've begun to comprehend the crucial importance of seeing clearly. The next trial will test your powers of observation in battle. Travel to the North Shroud and there put down 8 micro-chews and 8 opo-opos. In contrast to the inanimate and wholly unthreatening targets of the previous trial, these creatures may be relied upon to move around and fight back. Nor are those the only differences. Being comparatively numerous, micro-chews and opo-opos are anything but difficult to find. And yet you may be assured that this task will test your powers of observation, albeit in a different manner. This time you will need to evaluate the abilities of your opponent. In so doing, you will learn, amongst other things, that micro-chews produce a poison that can quickly sap one's strength, while opo-opos, like archers, possess the advantage of range. Knowing their strengths, how you will go about mitigating them? If you commence your attack before identifying an effective strategy, you will soon be made to regret your folly. But if you take time to observe your targets from afar, you will surely glean the knowledge necessary to defeat them. I look forward to hearing of your success, Uzela. How do I get to the North Shroud? Well, Rip B specifically. Okay, so I want to head in the rough direction that I'm currently facing. And ideally not get mauled by a high-level mob. Ah, crap. Stuck at the bottom of this river. Surely there's a way up eventually. They wouldn't stick me down here forever. Damn it, they did stick me down here forever. Zandai says, as usual, Matt is power level to the point that he can ignore the mechanics the game is trying to teach him. Which, that's how games are played. That's how you play video games. That's how I play video games? No, that's just how video games are played. You play video games by power leveling to the point that the mechanics have been trivialized. That's how it is done. Ghost Prime says, there are games that will absolutely block progress with that strategy. Okay, so, not with sufficient application of that strategy. Any game worth playing allows you to power level to the point that you can trivialize the mechanics. I know. I've heard that Destiny 2 is changing to be anti that strategy with Lightfall. I was reading about all the changes in Lightfall today, and I'm like, oh, they're making the game harder. And then I saw a complaint, like a report that people were complaining that Destiny 2 is too easy, and I'm like, what is wrong with you people? The game makes us feel too powerful, they say. I just can't imagine being like playing a video game and being like, the game makes me feel too powerful. The game lets me be too much of a badass. I'm having too much fun. Some people like a challenge. Those people are wrong. What's my favorite game? Clearly, The Legend of Dragoon. Obviously. That's a rude thing to say about my friend Adam. Listen, I will tell Adam to his face that he's wrong. Oh yeah, one hit kills. Zafty, the game I always say I wish I could play again for the first time is Alien Isolation. Of all games, if there was a game I could play again for the first time, it would be Alien Isolation. All right, there's all the Oppos. The point of Alien Isolation is to make you feel helpless for most of it. That is true. I appreciate that you're acting as if you've caught me out in some sort of trap that I didn't see coming. Is it a hole I dug if I knew what I was doing? All right, there's all of our stuff done. So back to town. I know what I'm doing, generating engagement. Now I just need to find a way to infuriate the rest of Twitch. Not just the people already in chat. I need to just start posting, like, bait stream titles. No, I did clickbait stream titles. I mean actual bait stream titles. Like posting the kinds of things that that will get people who are legitimately angry at my stream title to come in and gripe at us. Playing the worst MMO day 14. Elden Ring sucks day 14. The Last Jedi is the best Star Wars movie day 14. Welcome back, young Uzela. Tell me, were you able to put your techniques to good use? When faced with an enemy who can attack from a distance, simply raining arrows upon it is wasteful and dangerous both. The battle would be not more than a contest of strength. By employing the appropriate technique, however, one may bring down one's foe with greater ease and fewer arrows. For instance, you may choose to prime your weapon well and strike hard, or employ toxins to sap their strength over time. On the assumption that this fact dawned upon you prior to the fall of your 16th target, I congratulate you on passing the trial. Lay, Silver, what is your honest evaluation? Not bad, if you ask me. The adventurer pulls a good bow and is enthusiastic besides. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Lay Aliapo, and this is my 2nd year at the guild. It's quite plain that you have talent with a bow, but you must take care to mind your surroundings when you're pursuing a target. I had my eye on you for the duration of your trial, but not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings. That's rich coming from you. Your every movement is wasteful, adventurer. Your back is crooked, your elbows misaligned. It takes you an age to prime your bow and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summary, you fail on all counts. I shall say it plain, Lucien, this man is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake and his, we should revoke his membership. As I've always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand, never mind master our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach his like. Well, allow me to introduce you to Silver, our comrade at the butts. The fellow was once of the god's quiver, you see, and he can be a little opinionated when it comes to archery. Oh, but you mustn't pay him any heed. He's like that to everyone. You'd be lucky to get much sense out of a fossil-brained wildwood Ellison like him at the best of times. With them, it's always 12's with this and elementals that and... Oh, no offense intended, Lucien. None taken, Lee. I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Although people may behold the same object, ever will they see different things. There is no right or wrong to it, for it is a question of perspective. I like that Maple moved just to fall asleep with, like, her head in a slightly different position. She's so friggin' cute. How is this dog this cute? Everyone just admire this dog for a moment. Look at this perfect angel. Sound asleep. She woke me up dreaming this morning. She was making oh, sorry, Maple. But she was making the little, like, dreamy whimpers. Ugh, my heart. Sorry, Maple, you can go back to sleep. Look at that face, though. Look at that face, though. She's a little grumpy at me for waking her up, clearly. She's gonna fall right back asleep. Good night. What matters is the perspective that we choose to adopt. You are possessed of bright eyes, Uuzela. Eyes that bespeak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust them, and to what they see. Something that I skipped over by mistake. Okay, that's a huge downgrade. That's a huge downgrade. That's a huge downgrade. That's a side grade, so we're going to just take the money. Oh, I'm not even wearing my best available gear. Jeez. Snark. It pleases me to see how you have grown as an archer. Plainly, you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You will recall Aliyah Poe, your senior in the guild. I have given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. I've been expecting you, Zayla. Shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you will need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there is no guarantee of safety within the 12's Wood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your quarry this time. You'll have to keep your eyes and ears peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can't outrun your pursuers. The targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Uzela. Central shroud. Oh, Maple's gone mantis armed. Okay, from whence I stand, we're going this way. How many do I need? 6? One. Two. Three. Hey! It's 'cause I'm Dan Jones. Hello, everyone. And Gamblord. There's 2 raids right on top of one another. Hello, raiders. Welcome, everybody. Gamblord, I hope your Elden Ring is going well. And Dan Jones, it looks like we got an error. So I don't know what you were playing. Also Elden Ring. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. My name is Matt Wiggins. You may or may not know me as a former member of Loading Ready Run and a current participant and organizer of the Desert Bus for Hope Charity Gaming Marathon. I stream here 5 nights a week at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm a variety streamer. I play a bunch of different games, and you are in the middle of Final Fantasy XIV February, so we're learning to become a bard. So that's what's up here. If that sounds like it might appeal to you, please stick around, and if you enjoy watching me play, then perhaps you will hit the follow button. Bryce and Robot, thank you for the follow. Bagel Tea, thank you for the follow. And Gonzor, thank you for the follow as well. Anyhow, yeah, welcome. And I hope you had a great time over on your previous stream. Ratstronomer, what a great name. Thank you for the follow as well. We are doing our archer quests because we have to become a bard, and I have to get to level 30 archery in order to become a bard. But I want to become a bard, so join us. if you dare. Welcome new friends. Okay, that looks like it might be... Oh, those are just fireflies. But that's an archery butt. Okay, I need one more target. I found one. That's right. I do want to become a bard so I can sing bawdy songs at taverns. Is there any other reason to become a bard? Why did I hop aboard my chocobo? I didn't need to do that. I can just go back to Gridania. Party buff. You say that like I'm going to play in a party. Valbatross, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Anyhow, to those of you who are new, I also have this beautiful puppy, Maple. She is just 6 months old. She's just like 6 months and 1 week old. She is very cute, and she makes regular appearances on stream. So if you're not in it for watching me stream, maybe you would like to see Maple appear on stream from time to time. Here, I'll give you the full close-up experience if you're still here, because Maple is great. She's having a nap at the moment. She's very sleepy. I don't know why she's decided not to nap on her bed. She has decided to nap next to her bed and use her bed as a pillow. But anyhow, this is Maple. Maple's a golden retriever, and she has gotten very big very quickly. She was a lot smaller a mere 3 months ago. And for a second you thought I was going to say maybe you'd be interested in seeing Maple stream. One of these days I'll have to figure out how to make that work. We'll get like a treadmill and put Maple on the treadmill, and then a green screen behind her, and we'll like green screen in like a location, and you can just like watch her walk around different cities. Man, that's a better pitch than what I do. God. If we just hooked Maple up to a treadmill and put her in front of a green screen and had her go for walks around different cities around the world digitally, that's like an instant 10,000 viewer stream. This is my route to fame. Yes, monetize the children. Listen, she doesn't pay rent. The least she can do is earn her keep. Given how much she costs in vet bills. All right, back to the Final Fantasy. You'd watch me try and get Maple to do that. It wouldn't be that hard. Just take her harness and string it in place so that she can't stop walking. That's definitely not a terrible thing to say. That's not the exit. Has the total of vet bills exceeded the puppy photographer yet? No, not even close. It's gonna be years of vet bills. Unless she experiences a really serious emergency, it's gonna be years of vet bills before the vet bills outweigh the cost of the pet photographer. The pet photographer was not cheap. 100% worth it. We made my mom cry at Christmas. Like full-blown tears crying. But, what kind of photography session did we do? Well, in fairness, the photography session only cost $250. It was the photography products that we bought that cost so much. Well, you made short work of those targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you more practical experience, and we received a request just recently, which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever-increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We've been tasked with culling the beasts. The request comes direct from Stillglade Fane. When the wood whalers and the God's Quiver cannot spare forces to attend to such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there's no good reason why they would rather not see to this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. But that's quite enough about conjurers' troubles. Lucienne taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you'll need to do so while maintaining situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of her lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out to the East Shroud and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures, using all of the skills you have acquired thus far. Good hunting, Uwuzela. East Shroud. Let's go. It's time to murder some slugs. Oh, that's believe in yourself. Okay, we don't want to do that yet. We want to go this way. And I'll ride my tiny chocobo. You know, I haven't been paying close enough attention to character names today. All right, off. Jeez, it's all vultures all the time out here. Aha. Enjoy a venomous bite, vulture. Oh, I see. The tree slugs are just over there. I suppose I should probably initiate the venom strike earlier so that it actually has time to tick. That's probably how they expect me to make this work. What is my GCD shot? Bloodletter? Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know. We've only been playing this game for 14 days, and I've been power leveled through most of it. I have no idea how the rotations are actually intended to work. Technically, we've been playing Archer only for 2 days. And really more like 1 if you get down to it. Okay, that's a bunch of goblins, who I probably don't want to fight right now. No, I don't want to fight a hornets. Okay, that's all of those. So where can I find additional vultures? Back aboard my chocobo. Vultures. All right, that vulture's super dead. Two vultures, super dead. All right, that's it. We can head back to town again. Additional vultures is my Metal Gear Solid name. That's a good joke. Oh, I woke the dog up again. There you go. For those of you who are new, Maple is briefly awake. Hi, Maple. Up, up. What's this? Hi. You look very grumpy. What's this? Say hello. And she's down again. She is sleepy. Okay, we've had a joke request. Oh, she's down her side. Oh, wow, that joke is lewd. That one's very political. I made fish tacos for dinner last night. They didn't seem to like them, though. Maple seems to have decided that her bottom, like her belly, was getting flat. It's time to lie on her side. You want me to tell you the lewd joke? Really? All right. All right. Who gives the best head at a British boarding school? Oh, I ruined it because I wasn't reading it. Sorry. Who gives the best blowjobs at a British boarding school? The headmaster. Yes, that's the joke. Which definitely would have been better if I hadn't screwed it up. An attempt was made. Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you've acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses while covering your own. Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple. Maneuver to their rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. Oh, you are still on Maple. Sorry.
What mic you on, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic 5.
Well, we're back now. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, were you complaining about being stuck on Maple Cam? Here, as a treat, I'll give you a slightly larger Maple Cam. I'll make her just a little bigger. Because she's not blocking anything interesting. Needless to say, good positioning is key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this was more or less on hunting than on archery. Still, Lucienne knows well my past, mayhap that was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought, but the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize... Forgive me. I'm not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weaknesses and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. It is good to see you, Uzela. I hope you have learned much from Lei. You adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes, it was me. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikote were reckless, but she's downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucien? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. Aye, and this boy, too. He's an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation, yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Uuzela has matured greatly in the short time that he has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Uuzela's presence here. You will be giving him his next lesson after all, unless of course you have any objections. Good. As for you, Uuzela, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. On that we can agree. Can I be assigned to the non-racist instructor, preferably? Welcome back, Uuzela. I trust you've been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As I mentioned when we last spoke, you will train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. Huh, I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I'm not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you haven't the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the Wildwood Ellison. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It is only out of respect for Lucien that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there, but do not presume this will be as easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery, yet the trials set by my colleagues didn't require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden, in the midst of a region rife with savage beasts. They will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past its bestial guardians prior to taking aim. A feat I consider beyond you. Huh, was that a frown? Mayhap you're thinking that the Mikote set you a similar task? You're wrong. She asked merely that you consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How then will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. What a dick. All right, where am I going? This way. You know, it does seem like we should be able to hide in medium tall grass, but that hasn't seemed to work out for me so far. Oh no! Look how hidden these targets are. Whatever will I do? I'm also like 10 levels above all of the enemies that might aggro me. That's 4. 2 more. Uh-oh. I joined a fate. Heaven forbid. There's one. One more. Run around the vultures. Not that it matters, because they're not going to aggro me. There's one. Oh, crap. I did not, strictly speaking, intend to click on the treant. All right, back to town. I bully the trees. Listen, the trees know what they did. The trees didn't want to get shot. They shouldn't have been standing in between me and the target. So you've returned. A passable performance for an adventurer, but the bare minimum for any archer. I carry with me generations of wildwood tradition, a tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows, to hold the enemy at a distance to protect the weak. All of it, everything, was, this is a waste of time. You cannot understand. But if you are so intent upon following the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. Ixali's scouts have been sighted near the river west of Etat's Spire, and, unless you are entirely ignorant of Gridanian history, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter. It is their leader, Nazul Catlan the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded, yet he stands upon hostile ground with birdmen and not walls for protection. If you are diligent and determined, you can slip through their defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of the Gridanian archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and the fight will be short. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us and labor no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. Violators will be shot, it says. All right, North Shroud. Away we go. G-Normal, Maple is like 50% longer than she was on any given day. Each day she gets 50% larger. What was it I said? We had her into the vet last weekend on Saturday, and she weighed in at 56 pounds, and I guarantee you she's like 58 today. Oh, that sure was a scorpion. That's a lot of scorpions, actually. Is that compound growth or yearly growth? Her growth compounds monthly. Okay. Destination. Duty calls. Commence battle for violators will be shot. Level sync is in effect. Uh-oh. Whose idea was it to make me have to work for this? Yeah, right? A fair fight? Whose idea was that? Can I sneak up through the river, or will it cut me off? I mean, I suppose I could just fight my way through. Well, I know they're not going to beat me. But I would like to try and do this the way it was intended to be done. Haha! No! Yeah, kill that guy for me, would ya? Oh, that's part of the script. All right, well, thanks, Rando. Here I was, trying to do this the correct way. I mean, I guess I am still doing it the correct way. Oh, I can spam AoE. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that was way more efficient. All right, well, I'm going to get talked down to by the trainer guy. But in fairness, he was going to talk down to me anyhow, so who cares what he thinks? This time I'm going to teleport like a much smarter person. Hello again, Silver. Even now, I struggle to credit the sentry's reports. Yet here you are, and Nizul Catlin the Violator is no more. that a God's damned adventurer should be so. Huh. Only by the grace of Nymea herself could you have survived. But even though it was pure luck, I will keep my word. Uzela, should you stay or should you go, I care not. You've completed the task and are no longer my responsibility. Go now to Lucienne. She will doubtless wish to lavish you with praise. Huh? Oh, you'll get no more from me. Off with you. Well then. Oh, apparently it's snowing out? You are very rosy-cheeked. Maple has been peacefully napping there for a while now. Do you want to go for a rip? Look, it's Meg. Meg's here. I am given to understand that you single-handedly drove off an XIV scouting party. And that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucienne? Zayla's just an adventurer. Silver thrust him into the jaws of the enemy in the hope that he wouldn't come back. And when, against all expectation, he did come back, that stubborn Ars still refused to acknowledge his skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes, he said it was pure luck. Mere noise. Silver sees Uzela's skill. Of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Uzela. You have applied yourself to Lay and Silver's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. You are now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. Repelling shot is an advanced technique that enables an archer to evade attacks while continuing to fire upon his opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I have faith that, with regular practice, you will learn how to best employ it to your advantage. Remember your senior's lessons as you strive for true mastery. Yeah! Hooray! You come at a good time, Uzela. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietary of Buscaron Struthers out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscaron himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the three of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The three of us? You mean Uzela, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone. The McCoat and the other one will only encumber me. No, Silver, you will go as three. Also, it is past time you recognized Uzela as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of his continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the seven hells do you think you are, Bowlord Lewin? In case you've forgotten, you aren't even a quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders, unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The three of you will go to Buscaron's Struthers in the South Shroud. Now out of my sight! Be gone! All right, I need to take a momentary break, but I will be right back. Please don't go away. Okay, I'm back. And the puppy is out going for a rip in the snow, so we can put the pup cam away. All right, we are headed to Buscaron. Sorry, Buscaron. At the Druthers. Roger SC, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. All right, and from here I want to head west. Due west, in fact. Lau, the thing you missed was that I had to pee. That's all. That's all that you missed. I took a break because I had to pee. I mean, Maple has gone outside. Meg took Maple outside, but no, I just had to pee. What did we look for in Buscaron? A good heart? Buscaron is a person. What we looked for in Buscaron was an identifiable French accent. We didn't find it, incidentally. Wait, why is the Iron Giant over here? Superman. I don't know, I originally wanted to make him like a Spanish accent, but I can't do a Spanish accent. Ah, you lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I have put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it's not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the gods Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? 'Cause these ain't no common poachers. They're Pwa Mujak's gang. They say she and hers are always moving. I don't know what accent I'm doing today. Staying one step ahead. But I reckon she's hiding out here somewhere. Thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits, you see. We stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble at their druthers. That being so, if I summon the massed ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all seven hells would swiftly break loose, assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it though, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead, all without raising no alarms. You understand, you may leave the matter to us. Play, Uzela, split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings ere long. Go. Why can't Busk just sound normal? Because I only have so many normal sounding voices I can do and maintain distinct characters. Also, somebody told me to pronounce his name with a rolled R, and that was what got me on the kick of giving him a French name, like a French accent. Frenchish. Fool's French. Frenchlish. An outrageous Frenchish accent. French, there we go. Oh yeah, we still haven't used the Gottfried voice. Man. Are we gonna get all the way through this without having a Gilbert Gottfried? Wow! I feel like the Gottfried voice is great. And then here you all are being like, please, let us get through it with no Gottfried. Gottfried voice is the #1 reason you turn off the stream. Oh, no. Presumably, we're not going to get far enough in this game to get to the monologue from Desert Bus. I don't know. I love the Gottfried voice. I think the Gottfried voice is hilarious. It's not so much that I'm asking why didn't chat tell me that anybody hated the Gottfried voice. It's that historically the person who has expressed the most distaste for the Gottfried voice has been Zafty, and I don't care about Zafty's opinions. Now, yes, Chaffew is the name of my chat community. Chaffew J. Wiggity. Oh, empty mead bottles. Here we go. Samwalks is really going for the jugular here, saying that every time anyone complains about a different voice, I should change that voice to the Gottfried voice. Just going straight violence here today. Destination. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are but old refuse from before the Druthers was even built. They have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with the bow, she formed her own gang of Mikote hunters. She was apprehended once and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her before vanishing without a trace. I wonder who that foolish young sentry might have been. Who could it be? What foolish young sentry, pray tell, was tricked into releasing her? Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the God's Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Gridania, Lay. Pawa Mujuk. Pawa Majuk is a savage and utterly amoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of one's duty to one's homeland? No more than he, I suspect. How dare you? And you, Uazela, say something. Now is not the time for this. That was a lot of mouth flaps for now is not the time for this. Huh. Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Mayhap we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want. Though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching, there's nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Uzela? The empty mead bottles. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you those bottles predate the Druthers. They have no connection with this matter. But if these bottles are so old, why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait, before the calamity, Buscaron once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern. And it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived... Of course! Buscaron's Scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawa Majuk, but we must investigate it once. Investigate what? What am I investigating? Investigate Buscaron's Scar. Oh, there. Okay. There is actually a destination on the map. And I'm going in exactly the wrong direction because I'm very smart. Investigate Buscaron's Scar. I assume Buscaron's Scar is a location, right? Oh god. Don't mind me, just getting attacked by everything in the vicinity. All right, kill the antelope. Be murdered, please. There we go. Excellent. Level sync. Oh no. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Mikote footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled, else they'd be hiding near... Take cover! And there I was, thinking we'd caught ourselves some of the meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face is downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know it ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? If this bedchamber isn't rockin', don't come a-knockin'. You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I have heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try and isolate her from her litter. Silver, Uzela, the rest I leave to you two. As you will. I'm so tiny! Here, just have AoEs. Just have a million AoEs. Conjurer. Where's the... Oh, there's a healer. Eat it, nerd. I'm committing a war crime. Hooray! If we target the medics, it'll make the combat easier. Just look for the little red cross and treat it like a target. All right. Victory is mine. Was that the last of them? Have you seen a Leopo? With me, Uzela. No! A Leopo! That was a piss-poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper. A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No! Ah, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing you, sister. Oh, that was a very good lie down, too. That was very cute. I wish I'd had the puppy cam on for that. Yeah, so she went there, and then she was sitting, and then she just, like, flopped. It was great. Good. I'm glad. Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah, I got up to use the washroom, so I did have a look and see what the weather situation looked like outside. That guy ahead of me is called Coffee Commander. I didn't realize Surge played this game. Did you... I note how you dropped your surname. Did she fart? Like, what was the cause of that? Oh, you invited her on the couch? So the story that I'm laughing at, you definitely didn't hear, is Meg just told me that she invited Maple up on the couch. So Maple, get up on the couch, and instead of going around and hopping up onto the couch, Maple jumped up onto the coffee table, walked across the coffee table, and then stepped over to the couch. She knows she's not allowed on the coffee table. But it was a galaxy brain play, I agree. Ah, Seven Hells! They were at my old post, and they drank my old mead. That stings most of all. Well, 'tis past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver. The Red Belly Bandits won't like it one bit, but I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Power Mujuk's no fool. She knows she's been spotted, Now that she knows she's been spotted, she'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh long, neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucien I appreciate the help. One permission is every permission. I like the way you think. All right, back to the Archers Guild. I don't even know how many Archer quests I have left to do. At least one, I guess. At level 30. That person's name is I Love You. It's I Love You, Lovyu.
Mabel has this new trick called bite the toque off of my head.
Yes, I've seen this trick.
Right.
Oh no.
So she's on the couch eating my hat now.
Good times. Welcome back, Uzela. Silver tells me that you encountered Power Mujuk. No Gridanian could fail to recognize that name, so oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. Ah, and I was surprised to note that Lay and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume we owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence. No, modest to the last, truly your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. Okay, but the gear's not way worse than what I'm wearing now. So that's nice. Hey, and I leveled up. All right. Ah, Uzela, I had hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I am concerned about Lay and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective, and, well, mayhap it is best you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request to Uzela. All right, speak with Silver. That was hilarious. She keeps doing hilarious things while I have Puppy Cam turned off. Yeah. Huh. Oh, gods, did Lucien send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I have decided to leave the guild. I mean, to track down Pawa Majuk and finish what we started. The God's Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the God's Quiver. Called it! Called it! Called it! I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Uzela. There was no escape, but then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. and I blinked. I failed to see through the most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the God's Quiver, and while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not, I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Majuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you are so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Makote. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Oh, someone protests too much, I doth think. Getting a little tsundere there, Silver. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Uzela, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. We've now got butt cam, just for the record. All right, fair enough. Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud, Uzela, so unbearably loud. And then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen, and I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Uzela, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least, I thought I had gotten better. Pawa Majuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, Uzela, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silver is right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Uzela, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone, in the South Shroud. These Gridanians would not understand. It's alright, I know where Makeout Point is. I'll see you there. No, that doesn't count as a horny fell. That was me cracking a joke. I probably shouldn't have run straight through that bandit camp. That might not have been the wisest plan I've had all day. Ah, betrayal! All right, bring it in, Lay. No, don't hurt him. And there I was, thinking you mightn't accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault. It's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild like me, and he's not Gridanian. Ah, I do begin to recall his face. Aye, he knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, he ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Uzela, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss, but I realize now that my place isn't at the guild with Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Gridania's. It's all I have left, Uzela, so I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucien or Silver. The hells I won't! As you wish. Sure. Ooh, Zayla. Made your peace with your little friend, have you? Right then, let's get on with it. I don't know why she became a leprechaun all of a sudden. Shoot the bastard! No. Ain't no lost love twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with feathering a bloody venture? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him, all right. So just stop. Dear me, and I had such high hopes for you, Miss Allie Poe. Waste of bloody time. A keeper what's lost her nerves about as much use to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. I'd better not see neither of you again, 'cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey that's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters! Away! Way to get thrown out. How do you do it, Uzela? How do you live in this place with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Uzela? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you even surpassed me. Yes, and now I'm going to have to execute you for treason. So, thanks for that, for putting me in this situation. I appreciate it. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. I mean, treason. That's something. And there's only one way I can think of to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Okay, last time you asked me to meet you somewhere, what happened? Here I was expecting Makeout Point, and what I got was Arrow Point. Here, where's my chocobo? How do I get from here to there? Probably by taking the road, right? Treason is fine when you suck at it. Oh, words to live by. I don't know. I feel like we have real world evidence that that's in fact not true. Shall we begin, Uwuzela? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. Oh, I am gonna have to execute her for treason. Is that all you've got? I know you can do better. I don't need to do better. I'm kicking your ass. Oh, balls. I didn't get out of it. Oh god, there's so many of them. Wow, I did execute her, jeez! It's so simple. You have opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I'd lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here, too, a family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I've become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Ahem. Thank you, Uzela. I now know that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucienne. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood. Gods help me, I think I might actually miss him. Just kiss already. Back to the guild. Yeah, this quest line is deeply questionable. Welcome home, Uzela. You need not say a word. One look at Lei's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, new Uzela, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Hey, an upgrade! One upgrade. Precisely one. Oh, God. It's got a dick pointer. That's the lowest. God, don't stand like that. Why? Why have they rendered this? For what conceivable purpose? There's gotta be a button to hide UI, right? What's the button to hide UI? Alt F4 makes it. Screen lock. Oh yeah, that's it. There we go. Just make sure I take a couple of screenshots of that. Good grief. All right. Yes, the deepest of these. All right, believe in yourself. Let's go there. Map. East Shroud. Hawthorne Hut. Let's go. Hop aboard my chocobo. That's a lot of giant gnats. And they're attacking me. Great. Hello, sylphs. Goodbye, sylphs. right, now we stand lookout. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a threat if they are left alone. Well, that's nice. Let's deliver a missive. Oh, right, I can bring the puppy cam back. I would not want you to be without puppy cam for very long. Any good names today? Magnus Mall? That's not great. I Love You might be the best one we've got today. If it isn't Uzela, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder herself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources toward tackling more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. All right. What else does Commander Hualo have to say? The Sylvic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Pray please return. Hello, Uwuzela. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Walking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. God, I hate that my shirt has a dick arrow on it. Yes, Beaks, we are on our way to Bard. We're actually remarkably close to achieving our goal of becoming a Bard. Hello, Tataru. That video somebody posted of like 6-pack a day smoker Tataru is hilarious. Like, well, if it isn't my favorite adventurer. Welcome back, Uwuzela. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. All right, what do we got here? I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Leven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Alice has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldison report will serve you well. What is Maple doing? She has pulled the towel in between herself and the camera, but is just nosing her ball a little bit. What a goof. She's like, why did you move my towel? Oh, it smells like kibbles. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It's good to see you again, Uuzela. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? The Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the Whorl has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. Whilst the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Yshulta says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste and prudence, as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend on it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have waited for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite You've earned it. Maple's desire to visit the dishwasher anytime it's opened has led us to coin the dishwasher the Delishwasher. Well, okay, it was Meg coined the phrase, but we both use it now. It is very good. It's the Delishwasher because that's where all the delicious food scraps are. Sam Wonk had family members whose dog would just lick clean every dirty dish in the dishwasher. Yeah, Abby, my family's previous dog, would do the same thing. They just left the dishwasher open at all times as a buffet. Yeah, we didn't do that. We scolded her, but she would definitely make every attempt to get into the dishwasher when she could. Is there something else, Uuzela? Beg pardon. A man named La Bray, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Askians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Bray. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Eek! Or eek! Tataru! That sylph is a long way from home. A sylph? In Thanalan. At long last... That's the wrong voice. At long last, this one finds walking one Uuzela. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. All right. We prayed return. Oh, I have to speak with Minfilia again. Sam Wonk, I made that joke like 2 days ago. The Sylphs are all members of Organization 13. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Uuzela, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Askians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. All right, now we get to investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, Uuzela. Didn't you just tell me to take a day off? We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Askian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Askians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Vuvuzela. Wait, I can just go to Ul'dah. I don't need to leave. Ba, ba, ba. Onward to the Flame Commander. What in the bus is going on here? The Masked Man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scions, of course. Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of G'Kern. Fate can be a cruel mistress, but do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Okay, we have been to Highbridge before, so that's convenient. Oh, that's right. I remember being here. Cheval Fide. Hup. 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 Mabel looks so sad. I don't know why she's so sad. She's been well taken care of all day. Welcome to the Highbridge adventure. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of the Null Thal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the nigh-endless beastman raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares? Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Blah! I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go ask the other merchants. Alright, thanks for nothing, nerd. I'm gonna go buy from all the other merchants. I've heard tell of the masked evil. Seems he's been appearing only around not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Oh, are you taking the pup to bed? Ah. She's doing the usual. The pre-bedtime tantrum. On the trail of a masked man. Aye, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's about all I can say, though it is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kikern raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Kikern raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. He was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Kikern appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had disappeared, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It'll be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Hello, Bumble Beetle. It's a shame that I can't, run things over with my Chocobo, like in Red Dead Redemption. It was, my favorite thing to do in RDR2, and now I've got a thing I can ride, and I can't just run enemies over. Terrible driver. I think you mean great driver. I have played Arkham Knight at length, in fact. Hi. Pardon me, but who do you think you are? Corpse Brigade Foot Soldier. Well, he's certainly a corpse now. Mabel's really doing a murder again. It's all right. She knows full well that the day she wrecks that thing is the day I go to IKEA and buy her a new one. Although, honestly, I would like her not to wreck that particular toy because it was her first toy. I know she doesn't care, but it's sentimental to me. Aw, the blanket the lump always has in the photos is the one he came with? That's so cute. Aw. Back so soon. Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? The scroll bears a prayer to Ralgar, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Ralgar is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last kill that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? I am sure. We've got a bard to become. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery, so it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who wouldn't, adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she'll be, but it just so happens that I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihiria, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send my love. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while. Call some friends, spend some coin, what have you, but something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever it is you end up, I wish you the best. Map. Oh, hello. You're a Choco Keep. All right. Let's find this guy's daughter. Yahira. Hello.
Why, yes. Hihibaru's my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that, oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters. But I am grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have seen something. I would recommend you first speak with Gunnabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders.
Gunnabald.
Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone!
Well, thanks for nothing, Gunnabald. Gisselbert.
Well met, adventurer. I'm Gisselbert, head of security here at Little El Amigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gunnabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men, and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but I have a man on lookout for Amalja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each a cup of sweet Thanalan tea, so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know.
Whee! All right, peace out, nerds. I got some tea! But first you have to spill the tea.
Who the hell's are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? Why, thanks, friend. What's that? Masked villain? Hiding among the refugees like as not? Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their mind. For all I know, they're all up to no good.
Is there a reason I'm playing with the camera so zoomed in? Because it doesn't bother me like it bothers everyone else for some reason. But here, if it'll make you happy, I'll play the game like an RTS.
Who there? Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet Thanalan. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Shoo! Shoo! Don't bother me. If the Jaw overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? Oh, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether he was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them.
Okay, the plot thickens? Question mark? I actually don't know how to go to first person mode. F1? I'm gonna say no. Insert. Also no. Scroll in doesn't work. I tried that already. Home. Oh, I hate this.
Ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in your investigation, it seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task.
Ooh. Items that are potentially upgrades. Nope, they're not.
So, you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. The best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them.
All right, pray return. Pray return. Oh, my poor vocal cords. Just sitting there in my throat like, what did we ever do to you?
Welcome back, Uzela. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced, As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that... Oh, I'm getting tired. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you.
That's an upgrade that I can't wear.
Your Alamegan comrade is named Heribert. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area.
Heribert. Heribert. Onward to the storage area, which is this way. Oh, there's a whole lot down here that I didn't even know was here.
If it isn't Uzela Vuzela, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? Wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, the liberation of Alamigo. If whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with it. Now, while I may have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarryman. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray.
Onward to Quarry Mill. Albreda.
Yeah? You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Heribert sent you? That worthless horse's son. He abandons his comrade, his women. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. I realize Heribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mefrid, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need.
I'm Mefrid, a proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain! It's Galleon, sir. His wound's gone and festered and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Gods damn it, I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill caverns would turn a these quarry mill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Elbreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from, God, I can't talk tonight, prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try.
Which characters in Final Fantasy XIV are you supposed to like? Probably mine. Biggs and Wedge?
One of Meffred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Cora Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished 'cause of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'll be Charlene, the hamlet's resident healer. If you take the matter to her, might be she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up.
All right, time to talk to a new person. For some reason.
You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever it has it been, since time immemorial, and ever shall it be.
Wow. The Grenadians suck.
That's how it's to be, then. The bloody hearer might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison-purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt.
All right, let's get horny. Okay, let's get horny-er. It only counts as a horny fell when it's scripted. Prove I'm not reading a script. Well, I don't think I can prove that I'm not reading a script. Momodi! Momodi, the Lalafell lady on the stool behind the bar when we started, she was good. Momodi was good. She didn't suck. And Colonel Saunders wasn't too bad, for the most part. Granted, she didn't suck isn't exactly a glowing review, but it's all relative. And Tataru doesn't suck. Tataru's nice.
Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he'd like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed.
All right, now we're going to... Oh, wait, this is where I am. About to get double murdered. Zafty has a totally irrational hatred of Lalafell. That's why he thinks Lala should be punted across the sea. All right. Hello again, Buscaron.
Ah, Uzela, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares is the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me? Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Quarry Mill? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your precious little head about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon.
Okay, back we go. Why am I not just teleporting? Why am I running?
It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see the galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend.
Hey, and there's level 28. And you know what? I'm going to call it there. I'm going to call it there for tonight. That seems like as good a place as any. We're 10 minutes out from stream end anyhow, so rather than start a new quest, let's just call it there. Okay, so first up, I'm going to just exit the game. And then this is going to happen. There we go. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back tomorrow, same mat time, same mat channel, here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, playing more Final Fantasy XIV and probably unlocking Bard tomorrow. So you should tune in for that. In the meantime, of course, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV. And I have a Discord server. If you subscribe, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please join the Discord. All right, we're going to raid. Apparently, Jordan is still online, so we're going to throw this raid to Jordan. So everybody hop aboard this raid train, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.